excited because I've got Dr. Noemi. Let me just tell you a little bit about her. She's got an impressive, both these ladies have an impressive bio, and I have to condense it really short because they're going to tell you about themselves. But Dr. Noemi has over 23 years of experience helping clients with their financial needs and goals. Detail oriented. I've got to work with her, so I know how detail oriented both these ladies are. In as a financial consultant with a demonstrated ability to develop and maintain relationships. So that's Dr. Noemi. Now, Miss Tiara, Lady Tiara, I'm going to be calling her from this moment onwards, but Tiara M Tucker, MS, born and raised in Kankakee. Did I say that right? Kankakee, Illinois.
Kankakee.
You'll correct me later. Yeah, with a focus on social impact. She is the multiple award-winning founder and CEO of Tiara PR Network LLC. Her upscale boutique firm provides PR and branding strategy. She's a communication, I'm going to call you expert. She supports special events and community impact. Meet these amazing ladies. Thank you, thank you. So let me start with you, Dr. Noemi. I've known you the longest between you and Tiara, and I know you wear so many hats. Um, your main focus is finance. Why?
I that's one of the things that since I was young, I guess numbers always spoke to me. It was just a natural gift that I understood numbers. And when I looked at strategies for clients, it was just one of those things that just came to life for me. So I started very young in the financial industry doing life insurance, and then I got my federal licenses. I hold 3 federal licenses and 1 state license, and that's to help build a roadmap for families, for individuals, for estate planning, for people to understand their finances, and that has brought into a field of just getting to know people, relationships, and really preparing their families for their next and the legacies that they continue to build for families to come.
Thank you. I'm working on this. I just have a little delay in between, and I'm trying not to talk while people are talking because I get excited. And so, Tiara, there's so many hats again that you wear, but one of your, I want to say passions, I've labeled it as your passion, is PR and marketing. Why is that so important to you with all the hats that you wear?
Yes. Well, first of all, thank you all for having me. I'm excited for this entire opportunity. So, I do like to say that I wear many tiaras. Again, I have so many passions, so many things that I'm really excited about, but something about the PR world, I say that I actually probably was doing PR when I was 5 years old, when I wrote my letter to Santa Claus. I won. I represented my classroom and my school when I was a VIP passenger on Santa's choo-choo train. So PR started before I even knew it existed, advocating, being an activist, representing other people and brands and myself. And so over the years, I started learning more about it. I got a college degree in PR, a master's degree in communication, and then I decided to even, work in the PR public affairs space. So spent 18 years in corporate America working in that space while also still doing what I loved on the side: PR, branding, communications, events, marketing, social impact. And so here we are today, 2024, full-time entrepreneur, really focusing on helping other people and other brands and other organizations make an impact, because I just believe it's important, right? There are a lot of great efforts out there, but sometimes people just need someone or a company to really help them get their name out there, get their brand out there, get their event, their mission, whatever it is they're working on, to help them get it out there. And I enjoy doing it. So with PR, you get marketing, you get branding, you get so many other things, but it's something that I really enjoy.
Both of you are speaking my language. I see Dr. Naomi smiling because this is something that she loves doing. This is what other hats that she wears. So I'm glad that I've got you all speaking on your passion and emphasizing your first love. This is all your first love. And the many hats that you wear, you've had to diversify. Diversify is such a word right now that is stretching across every sphere. That includes church, that includes world, that includes the business aspect. When it comes to finances, Dr. Naomi, I'm going to keep you on this. When it comes to finances, how important is it for women right now to learn to diversify, to learn how to work their economy?
Oh, it's extremely important. And the thing is that I've seen in the field, the 23 plus years that I've had in the industry, when I see a couple come in and talk to me about, how do we set this up? There's also just a lack of knowledge and understanding. Many times they believe that diversification means let's just not put everything in one place, in one basket. That's the common term, right? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Really, diversification means just having a different way of investing your money, whether in different sectors. You can have a combination of things where it's cash, investment accounts, your reserve, your pension. So really, information is key. And I think we shy away naturally, our psychologists, to shy away from what we don't know. And so it's one of those things, depending on our background, those are conversations that many people didn't have with their family or with their, parents, because it was so taboo. You don't talk about money. You don't discuss, what do you do? This is something that was done between parents, and the kids were kind of kept outside of that. I know that was my background, that, my dad took care of finances. My mom did a different thing in her finances. And then when they both split, neither one, kind of had a direction on what to do. So a lot of it was trial and error until going to school and finding about what is it that you normally do so that you don't get into ruts and you don't pass this knowledge or your mistakes onto your kids, and, change the generation, change the dynamics. So information and key. Diversification is important so that you understand that it's not just putting in one stock and, in a different mutual fund. No, it is a diversification of having a plan that is established for emergency funds, retirement account. It is to have your pension. And the other thing that I see very important in women, because we are going into the majority in the households where they're going to take the lead on finances, what I see is that they are the caregivers. They're the ones that work the most. They're the ones that come back and not only take care of the family, but go into the workforce. And then they're going into the time that they should be enjoying, preparing and finishing for the retirement. Now they're becoming caregivers for the parents. And so that affects your finances. So having a plan is extremely important. And many times it's not knowing how to do it until it happens. And then you kind of wonder, well, I'm the last one to take care of me. And I see that very, very often, if not more often now, because the dynamics are changing, where you've got two people working. And it's great when you're both working on the same goal. But many times the statistics show that the women are the ones taking care of the family members as they get older as well.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm so glad you explained that so clearly, because as you're talking, in my head, I'm hearing ignorance has been bliss for so many of generations. And now that we are the baby boomers and we are taking care of the parents as well as grandchildren, it has made us come to the table to have the conversation. So this is really good. Tiara, one of the things that I know, talking with you and and interviewing you, is women, we don't like to tell the story of our brand. We don't know how to brand ourselves. Just give them a little seed, because we want them to come to the conference. Just give them a little seed to tease them why it's so important to brand yourself.
Absolutely. So I truly want people to know that you are your brand, right? You are your brand. And I want people to think about their brand on such a deeper level. So when you come to the conference, May 31st to June 1st, you'll get even more. But as we prepare for the conference, I want you to think about your brand and think about, what does your brand say? What does your brand sound like? What does your brand taste like, feel like? What do you want people to think, feel, believe, see, hear when your brand is talked about. So come on, we'll talk about even more later, but that's what I want people to kind of think about and rest on.
That's a good tease. You connected to all our five senses right there.